You said you have a brother.
Aye, the poor bloke tries hard enough, but he ain't got... Oh, he does any work that's needed. He'd be better off learning it. Have you got anyone next to you?
I have my lord.
I understand. I won't mind. What's he like, actually?
Brave and just. Everything a knight should be. And what's your lord like?
My lord doesn't like it when folks talk about him behind his back. I reckon it's time I go. See you later.
How's trade?
Well, I wish. If I could make stuff like that, me and my brother, we just keep it in good nick. Mend it when the lads get it beat up. Which they...
Aye. You need a furnace so hot that...
If sparks fly, pal, you fucked up. The steel...
Oh, really?
Aye, really. I wouldn't hang around here if I was you. You could do yourself a mischief. Farewell.
Well, I never. The great... I can't remember the last time anyone beat Michael.
Well, you didn't make it easy. And that's... I don't like fighting with wretches who haven't a chance.
It's a shame there aren't now. Let's have a look. What kind of hosts would we be if I sent you back to your lord in that state?
Oh, thanks. Well, I certainly can't refuse care from a lovely lass like yourself.
Well, I've done what...
Aye.
I'm glad.
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer.
Oh, I'm Klara.
My sword is at your service, miss.
Blimey! No one's ever said anything like that, but it's not your sword I need so much as your...
My... legs?
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far, but I'll... And protect. And if you tell me about your chivalrous deeds...
I'll be happy to. At least I'll get to explore the Nabokov surroundings.
The countryside's pretty round here, but it won't be a long walk. Shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, but I haven't really looked into how the whole thing works.
Better have fun while you can, then, before the abbot drags you back in, so you don't have any regrets. Tell me more, please.
All right, then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. A battle broke out. I fought my way to the loft of a run-down church. There, I found their leader and killed him in a duel.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too. This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoction, and if his lordship found out I was dawdling...
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs.
For dawdling?
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
I know quite a bit about herbs, I think. So just tell me what's wrong with your lads, and I'll come up with a remedy.
Really? So tell me how to treat fever, say, or shortness of breath.
In that case, you'll need sage and chamomile, maybe some poppy or marigold, am I right?
Aye, exactly right. I've got enough chamomile. It's the rest I need. Above all, the marigold. Since you know all about it, you'll be back in a jiffy, won't you? It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
I think I'll manage. I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will, don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry!
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Klara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Should we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough herbs and the sick away.
I should get dressed too.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help. Not a chance, you idiots!
Enough! What's going on here?
And what's it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right.
Exactly. He said you Trotsky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. And second... I'm a blacksmith. I can set bones. I can help you with those injured men myself. I reckon Klara can hardly handle it on her own.
Thanks a bloody lot.
You should have told us right away that you're a healer. You'll also come in useful to our men. A lot of them are pretty bad off.
But I'm warning you. If anyone dies on your watch, I'll skin you alive. Let's go, Jakey. We've got more important things to do.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners, Henry.
I just stood up for my friends. Besides,
But our people will think you're a traitor.
I would have been more of a traitor if I'd left those two to their fate. By the way, thanks for taking care of them, Klara.
It's not like I had much of a choice. I wasn't going to let them suffer.
You're incredible, you know. The fellas at the fortress surely have no idea what a treasure they have in you.
A treasure smeared with blood that smells of bile, and even...
They should bow to you. How many...
How would I know? I'm no priest, just an ordinary girl who knows a bit about herbs and can...
And you're a lot prettier than any priest.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Besides, didn't you just say you'd help me with the...
Is there anything I can do to help?
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that
I'm sorry, Klara. I'm just...
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help. I hope you can do something for them.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visit. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there.
What are their names?
Mark, Zverk, and that poor Godsleep. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my cabin. And if you have any questions...
Listen,
What would you like to know?
what should I do about a...
Look over the man thoroughly. The fever could be caused by gangrene in a wound. That needs to be... He should also drink a lot of water. Chamomile is good too. And a marigold decoction should help...
What should I do with a vomiting patient?
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. He just took a solid blow to the head. But if he's also thirsty, then God help him. That means he's bleeding internally, and there's nothing we can do for him.
What about bleeding?
Aye, a bandage will stop the bleeding, but you should first make sure there isn't a fracture.
How should I treat a burn?
Wash it with water and gently daub it with marigold ointment. Then just lightly dress it and give the patient some chamomile to calm his nerves.
Can I give them something to...
Certainly. A good strong broth would be best, or a potion that will bring us... But be careful with head injuries and internal bleeding. eating and...
What's the proper way to...
That's not hard. Always clean the wound first, and then light...
Nice day.
Eyes.
I'll try... I'll clean that wound. I reckon you could use something stronger.
I wouldn't mind.
Good. That's that. I'm gonna dress your wound. I'll just wrap it around here.
Sakra,
Finished.
not even worth mentioning.
I could use some sort of... It's strong, but it'll help you.
Fuck me, that's disgusting.
I'll give you a bit of liquor.
Ugh, Christ, shit.
I reckon we're done here. I'll try... I'll clean that wound for you. This'll sting a bit.
Christ.
Good. That's that. I'm gonna dress your wound. I'll just wrap it around here and tie it up here.
Sakra, be careful.
Finished. This is as good as...
Not even worth...
I could use some sort of... This will put you back on your feet. Guaranteed.
I'm fine, really.
I'll try to find some liquor somewhere.
Aye.
I reckon we're done here. I reckon we're done here. I treated you the best I could.
Aye.
I cleaned and dressed your wounds, but you have...
I know. I could really...
You're spouting nonsense, but that's the concussion talking.
Oh, Christ.
At least somebody fell asleep. You may not be dead. All right. Christ. I have to change that stinking bandage on your leg. And there's likely something wrong with your head, too. I'll take a look at your head. That blood in your hair isn't yours. But I should take a look at his belly, too. Nothing serious. Just a few bruises. It doesn't look like he'd have any internal injury. Let's take a look at that wounded leg of yours. Oh, bloody hell. That bandage stinks. I'll have to treat it properly. Maybe some kind of potion would help. All right. I'll clean and dress your wound, but I'll have to cauterize it, or else the gangrene will kill you. Maybe it's for the best that you're sleeping. Let's have a look at you. Ugh, it's full of pus. There's just one thing for this. I need some water or spirit. Ugh, it's... All right, water will have to do. The best way to cauterize the wound is with gunpowder. I'll just pour a little right on the wound. And now to light it. Oh, Christ. Ugh, what a stench. Ugh. Damned fever. Didn't even wake up. The poor bloke's at death's door. At any rate, the wound's cauterized. It won't be festering now. I have to change his bandage. I'll just tighten it a little here. Tear it off, tie it up, and we're done. And that takes care of the bandaging. All right. This should help. This should help him. I just have to make him take it. He didn't drink much and fell back asleep. Oh well. What can... Well, that's that. Well, I did all I can do. That won't fester anymore. You'll soon be better, God willing. When's the last time I ate something? I came to treat you. What happened to you?
I took a blow to the ribs, and my right...
Let me take a look at your wound.
Just be careful, all right?
Don't worry, my friend. And here. Aye, you've got a bruise on your... No, but you also have a...
And...
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a close... Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And...
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before a band, otherwise you could get an ugly infection. I'll take a look at your foot.
How bad is it?
Nothing too serious. If we bandage it up nice and tight,
Oh,
I could give you some...
You know...
But not even a chamomile potion can fix everything. I'll have... Alright, your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your... A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
Aye. It sounds like, but a drink would really hit the spot.
Let's get to it.
All right.
I'll clean that wound on your...
Is it that bad?
Aye. This is gonna sting a bit.
Ah! Fucking hell, that burns.
The main thing... I'll bind that ankle of yours and bandage your chest. There. I'll wrap it up like this and tie it up here.
Ah, Sakura! Well then...
Now just don't make any sudden movements, Verk.
Thanks.
Well, that's the dressing. I'll rub some of this deco...
You think that will help?
This should help the swelling go down.
Oh,
I'll give you something to...
about fucking time.
This'll have to do.
Damn it. Couldn't you get something better?
All right. That's all, Verk. I treated your wounds. The best...
Christ, you really are a good healer. I feel better already.
I tried to treat all the wounded.
What do you mean you tried?
It wasn't easy, but I managed to treat all the wounded. I hope they'll be all right.
Great. The rest is in God's hands. There's nothing more we can do. Thanks, Henry. I'll go and have a look at the wounded later. Now you should take care of yourself. Here, this might come in handy.
Thanks. But I'll only take it if you don't need it.
I've got what I need. This was left over.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good, if you don't think about who's lying in front of you. You can focus better.
Well, so if Zizka had beaten me, you wouldn't have cared either?
I would. But only because there'd be nobody to help me with the others.
Oh, so you do care about me a bit.
I don't rightly know. I'm dead tired. I really need to rest and to forget about everything for a while.
Let's go and get something to drink so we can forget about it.
It sounds good. But if the men saw me tipsy, I'd never hear the end of it. The best thing we can do is go to sleep. If you like, there's a free bed in the cabin. The wind blows through the gaps, but if you don't mind a bit of a squeeze, we'll be warm this evening. I'll come and see you when you go to bed. At least this day will have a happier ending. I wish you a blessed evening. Could you find some room there for me? I'm awfully, awfully tired. And cold too.
Well, we shall have to do something about that.
But don't get too excited. As soon as I lie down, I'll sleep the sleep of the...
The just?
something like that. But at least I don't have to worry about any bad dreams, since I'll be sleeping next to a knight.